It's Sunday, February 15th, and people have been very kind to me. I just want to give some thanks right now. A few videos back, I had called out and asked for people to send me records and stuff, and people have. And I need to get caught up, actually. I have some new records that a record label sent me to review. I may not get to it in this video. I'm behind a couple because a VC member named James Dereck, who I interact with on Facebook a little bit, had been asking me, trying to find something to send me that I didn't have musically, which he did. But at the same time, he started to ask me about a book and that he wanted to send me. And to be honest, I told him I really wasn't interested, but I said, okay, send the book anyway. And he did, and it's a piece of history. I appreciate that it's history. Harlem on my mind, cultural capital of Black America. It tells the story in pictures quite a bit of Black people in Harlem from 1900 to 1968. Now, what I think is especially cool about this, because I was blasé, and James, when you see this, you'll remember it probably seemed like I was copying an attitude maybe you don't understand, but I don't really have a reason to read this history through someone else's eyes. And the thing that I'll express most thanks for, that I think is coolest about this, is that inside the book is a letter from the Metropolitan Museum of Art, which goes to try to excuse or explain the intro, that there was some controversy about the introduction of this book. That's cool. Whoever owned the book also kept in the book the New York Times article about the exhibit, Harlem on My Mind. So there's pictures in here that I appreciate, of musicians, records, jazz, people that I'm related to, and people that my parents knew. So that's cool. I will say this though, and it's not about you, James. It's about the black experience. It's February, and it's what we call Black History Month. But I have never liked the idea of Black History Month and considered it an insult. It's like, people of this color, we only count in the history of America for 1 month of observance. Somehow our history is still separate from the actual history of America. And then when you did decide to give Black people a month of recognition, how interesting that you give us the shortest month of the year. So to me, this whole idea of Black history, separate from the history of America, it just sucks, and then the history of America and the ongoing problems that we have because of race, skin color, privilege, class, and all that stuff. It sucks, So those things come up when I talk about race. And thanks, James, for the book. The thing that you sent me that I really like, though, is an album. He sent me a double album by Kwesi Johnson with the dub band, in concert with the dub band. And Kwesi Johnson is a poet, so I believe he's from Jamaica, and he's very good. Thankfully, this is really good music as well, because the message that good people, not just Black people, but the message that good people continually put out, which is, when are we going to honor the planet? When are we going to honor one another? When are we going to stop hating one another? Well, it's just entertainment to the ruling class. All they're looking to see is making money. And so, cool, But the idea that the messages really potent or something. He's a good poet. He's a good poet. The main thing I want to do is I want to thank you, James, for sending me a record. Thank you. Thank you. I wish it were possible that we could have an actual in-person conversation about all this, because I guarantee you that we would come to a good understanding. I have a lot of friends of a lot of different ethnicities, and the one thing that consistently I notice is that white people don't understand the black. They don't understand how fucked up being black in America is. They don't. Not a one of my friends. You know, it's like, how can I expect them to understand? They don't know what it's like in the first person. Thank you, James. Thank you. I don't know who else, but someone else sent me a book with no message. Zen Guitar. Now, the premise of this book I like, but this book is not really well written, okay? Just whoever sent this to me, thank you. I think I understand your sentiment. And I dig this, but whoever wrote this book, just being honest, it's a clunky read. I also received a package from a Martin Manning who said he wanted to send me some music. And he said he specifically wanted to send me something by XTC. Turns out I already had it. Beeswax. So I'll use the one he sent me for trade. Thank you, Martin. But he sent 2 other records. And the one that was, he said he sent me 2 more records. One was a complete guess, and one was by a band from his town. Let me get him out of the stack now. Okay. Martin, I'm going to thank you as well as James in this video. So, like I said, Martin wanted to send me XTC. I already have this. Love the band. But he sent me an album by this band, Golden Dawn Orchestra, which I understand is from his town or near where he lives. This is recent. It's how do you describe this? It's a large ensemble. They're using horns and stuff. And I've only played this once, so I can't really review it really well. I want to give thanks for it, though. My initial impression was this is pretty cool. Orchestra, you know, some kind of spiritual music it seems like they're trying to make. Golden Dawn Orchestra, I like that. But the one that he said I just took a chance on is the best one. Interesting. This is the best record he sent me. Squim. He said he just took a chance on sending this to me. And this is number 23 of 350 made. What we have here is sound. These are people making some sound, and they're doing it really, this is really good. They don't discuss how they're making the sound. I'm going to put it on in the background. It's just really, it's substantial. It's hard to put into words. It's the kind of sound work that I just fall into. I love this. This is the best thing you sent me, Martin. Squim. I have more records to present. I'm going to present them in another video. A label sent me 2 records, new records I want to review. I really like them. But I wanted to thank James and Martin, and also the person that sent me the book. Thank you, James, for the Kwesi Johnson. Thank you, Martin, for the Squim in particular. As you can hear. This is up my alley. Lots to talk about, actually. A lot going on, but just going to just do this piecemeal, give thanks, and come back again. I have more records to review, information about my album to update you on. I will say this: it is a goal, but we're not gonna get it as soon as we want. Looks like it'll be more like April that the record drops. I'll have more information for you soon, though. Thank you again, James. Thank you, Martin. Thank you very much.